Sticks to it. How effective will it be here?
Seems to be a lot of thought into the technique. He's certain to replicate it every time, the way he approaches the shot.
95.
Slip from Noppert. Well, I say a slip. Another treble 20. We've got him down with a treble single to double combination. That's what he's disappointed with. Liam needs to tee this up. Yeah, good second dart. He'll look for another one. Gets another one.
Noppert just left the door open there with that little slip, didn't he? And now he's looking to slam it shut. In style. Oh, that has got to hurt. Stunning check out from Danny Noppert, 149 to put the young pretender in his place.
Over from 5-2 last night, Gabriel Clemens. This one would be cause a real stir in the first match of day 2 here.
He's left himself 88 to close the gap to a single leg.
41.
To keep on piling the pressure on Noppert, who's kind of doing that to himself.
Opportunity for Liam to hold throw for the first time as well. 88. And Noppert has afforded Liam time. Double 4.
That's a great dart as well. Not sure how much he would have liked that lie with the dart above the treble.
80.
Very stop-start though from Liam, isn't it? He's pausing in between darts. And Noppert has just lost his way a bit here. Seems like those mismatched darts may have affected him.
Liam require 8.
But now, Maendl Lawrence knows he simply has to hit Noppert right in his rear view mirror. And he has hit. Well,
Noppert's starting to spray darts here. Lawrence has got the darts away from him.
just see the reaction from Danny Noppert in the background then, just giving his head a bit of a shake. And he might be shaken here because that's 2 180s in this leg.
Danny Noppert, who had 6 starts to win this match 6-2. He may have to find a break in the deciding leg if he's going to make it to the last day here in Risa.
Two darts to force a decider in which he would have the darts. Oh, they thought it was in. Think again. Try again. Cheer again.
3 consecutive legs from Liam Maendl Lawrence, and it looked unlikely about 10 minutes ago, but he now will throw for a place in the final day here in Risa.
Danny Noppert, after a really sloppy start to this leg.
26 was the opening visit. Hang about. Another max for Liam Maendl Lawrence. He had 2 in the previous leg, and he's going to get a shot at 108 for victory. Credit to Danny Noppert.
Oh.
Brilliant from both players in this deciding leg. But here's the opportunity.
Well, they hold their collective breath. And he's going to get a dart, barring a disaster here. Noppert's left himself on top with a brilliant setup shot. But it is double 16. Does he get another chance? Noppert's missed 6 already for this match. Here come 3 more.
Drama till the end. Danny Noppert's had 6 already, make that 7. Now then, last chance for Danny Noppert, and he gets there in the end and acknowledges the crowd, but he got the job done, Danny Noppert. He started that leg with 26, but somehow found his way to clinch victory. Special mention for Liam Maendl Lawrence. Great victory over Richie Burnett, and he acquitted himself brilliantly today.
To be a 180. The number of times Damon Heta was coming to European Tour events and getting knocked out, but he was getting knocked out with averages of 108 and 105. Martin Lukman did it a couple of times to him. He was playing brilliantly, even if he wasn't winning.
I think he averaged 108 against Martin Lukman in Hildesheim last year, yeah.
And lost.
Damon.
Brendan, you require
Be careful here. He's worked hard to get this 3-0 advantage with a couple of breaks. Doesn't want to surrender one straight back here, but he may do.
Shanghai on the 18. Lovely stuff from Brendan Dolan. 10 plus checkout to break straight back.
Fifth leg, Brendan, and throw first.
So a hold a throw here. There's only one leg in it, and what was looking like a commanding position for Damon Heta. Authoritative leg on throw, just to try and reassert himself against a player that has always beaten him and always played well as well. His lowest average in the games he's had against Heta has been 97. Another in there for double 16. And that is a 12 darter. Brilliant from the Aussie number one.
Nice and clean finish from Damon Heta to give himself a cushion again. We saw a 149 at a key moment. Could get it down, he'll come. Just give himself a talking to there, Damon.
37.
Throwing at a really good pace in spells in this match. He's a good pace anyway, Damon, but it's a lot quicker at times. When he feels that first dart, he can just follow.
25.
Good rescue from Brendan after it. A flyer on the first one.
Oh, loads of room. He follows again for double 6. Match start missed. He's likely to get more.
Big ask for Dolan. And the shot is gone. So Heta with 3 darts, already missed one for a first ever victory over Brendan Dolan.
Double 6. For 6-3, and the Aussie number 1 and number 2 seed here this weekend in Risa picks up his first win against the history maker and steps into the final day of action.
Yeah, and just, I mean, we saw that maximum in this leg, but the thing that's noticeable already in this match is a lot of the darts delivered very, very low, below the treble he's aiming at. Maybe a sign of some tension. That's a good dart, though. And that's a good finish. And it's a good start to this match for the Portuguese. 15 darter to break immediately with that 114 checkout against a man who just seems like a bit of practice play now for Lee Evans. A bit late to be employing a different way. Although, who knows? Maybe Lee Evans will get back in the mouse hunt.
71, 144.
Oh, hang about. May not matter. Well, I don't think Lee Evans is going to play on the 19s for this particular shot. Maybe he'd have more chance of taking it out if he did.
Yeah, well, he could. But he won't.
I think now is the time when he thinks, yeah, maybe I should have done it.
Well, Sousa having lost 6-0 on the Euro Tour last weekend. Wins 6-0. 1 week later, Lee Evans was fantastic against Kim Huybrechts yesterday, winning that one 6-5, but didn't turn. A real rags to riches story. And this will be a story.
100.
How cruel the game could be. Steve Lennon misses 2 to break, thinking he's on in the ascendancy early in the match. Now he misses them darts. He could be on the receiving end of a perfect leg. 1-4-1 here for Cross.
It'll be interesting to see which way he goes here, Rob Cross. Just checking it's in. Oh, that's not, yeah, thought he might go there to leave double 18.
It's a great effort though, and sporting applause from the crowd. And we always say it's about winning the leg. It's about getting this breaker throw for Rob Cross, and he could control the match here, just like Jose de Sousa did in the previous one. Early break incoming for Voltage if he pops this double four. Edging closer. No. Outside chance for Lennon here.
Stevie require 160.
You said from Steve Lennon's perspective that it could be cruel. This could end up getting quite cruel for Cross himself, couldn't it?
56.
On the 9 darter.
Require 8.
Had 3 at double four, 4 at double four. Now then, yeah. If he does miss, Lennon will be kicking himself. He's only left 104, and he does. Lennon.
Stevie require 104.
Well, here we go. What a steal this would be.
I love this game. 7 perfect darts. He ends up on double 1. Might not even get a go at it. Oh, wow. I'll try and sum that leg up in a word or two, because I can't.
He did that last treble. But for the first bit of daylight in the match, Shanghai under 20s will see Cross go one away and throw for the place in the last 16. He's going to get a chance. Tops for 5-3.
It would be a first combination finish for him.
100. Stevie require 100.
Nice check out in the match for Rob Cross, is still 36.
Tops maybe for Lennon. He's not been hitting tops, has he?
Played it too safe as well.
Robbie require
commit, did he?
20.
Well, when duty calls.
Yes, on the 8 leg, Rob Cross.
It's Rob Cross now who has a race may well be run.
Good switch.
19.
Just done enough, Rob Cross. Just about deserves to have this advantage. Lennon
140.
what would have been his 4th max of the match. The advantage, Voltage.
Yeah, Rob Cross has missed more darts at double, but it's when Steve Lennon's missed opportunities that's the reason he finds himself in this position. And it's a position of hoping that Cross has a meltdown on the doubles akin to the second leg of the match.
Robbie requires 61.
Well, winning when not your best is a trait of the top players, and Rob Cross is one of them. Seeded 3 here, has a chance to wrap up victory. Double 8. And he does get the job done. Far from convincing Rob Cross. Steve Lennon will be kicking himself at opportunities in a lot of the legs, but it's more second round misery him. For Rob Cross, professional performance in the end, and it's a clean sweep so far for the seeded player. Winner of this to face Peter Wright or Jose Justicia as well, and it's not the normal Peter Wright. He's not playing as he can, he'd admit that. Good to see him in reset. A lot going on, but he'll keep battling away. He plays this evening.
40.
It's a decent opening leg from Cullen, but not shown much here. Alan Sousa was absolutely brilliant for the first sort of 4 legs of his first round game yesterday, and then it dropped off dramatically. He kind of stumbled over the line against Jeroen Meal.
Referred to himself as an amateur dart player in his interview, and that's a bit of deflecting pressure. You'd a tad better than that, Alan. Still has a full-time job. But this is what he can do. Brilliant from Alan Soutar. Couple of legs exchanged, 1 apiece. Acknowledges the crowd.
Overall average is 91, so that tells you he's averaging 80 odd against the dart, and that's not going to be particularly threatening. But he's been given time again to get the leg won.
Yeah, being afforded opportunities to miss, Joe. Soutar at some point will have to break the Joe Cullen throw. It may come down to a moment of brilliance. It may come down to an error if Joe Cullen misses this double 8, and he's missed 1. He's up to double 4. Is this it? It is the error. Is it a forced error as well? Soutar with that 180. gets the opportunity. He's already hit this on the end of a 1-2-6 combination.
Double three.
Game
Oh,
show.
Alan Soutar leads in this game for the first time. We do have our first break of throw. He did everything he possibly could with a 180 setup shot. He had to rely on Joe Cullen missing, but the Rockstar obliged.
But Soutar is hunting for a second break here. Go backer. No, comes down. It's a good little spell for Alan Soutar. Very little in the averages, but the scoreline could be really in favour of Alan Soutar, and he'd expect
26
to lead 5-2 now.
93.
He loves the double 18. He's going to try and leave it, and does.
75.
Well, a couple of misses, but he is getting better. He was allowed to win 3 legs with 18 darters, Alan Soutar. Then he produced the 15 darter in the last leg. He's missed for an 11 or 12, but it could still be the best leg of the match, this.
Soutar in dreamland here. 5-2, throwing for 6-2. All he's got to do is get this double 9, heads in closer, and it's a switch he should be comfortable with because he likes double 18 and he gets there. Trail 2-1, 4 consecutive legs, 5-2. And the situation looks pretty desperate for Joe Cullen now.
Staying on the 19s to leave the 170, which is exactly what he does.
So you require 170.
Can either man take this out?
42.
Oh, he's not even put a dent in
Alan,
that.
you
There's 2
require
big fish.
170.
Alan Soutar looking to produce one of his own.
Well, we said he's done this to finish games and can't quite do it there. Still a big ask for Cullen, 128, treble 18, treble 20 now. Soutar is going to get, well, he should get at least a dart at the ball for a place in the final day here in reset.
2 match darts. And Joe Cullen, the former champion, is beaten. Alan Soutar through to the final day of a European tour.
Require 94.
Treble 18 for double top. Is he going to continue hitting this? It's his first miss of the weekend at that particular target.
74.
And he's followed it with another. They're not ones that matter because Chizzy's in finishing range, but he's going to be now. Oh, why are you moving now, Chiz? Well, that's a strange switch.
Andrew, you require 20.
Because even one more point would leave him on a 2-darter. I know technically 101's a 2-darter, but you're not going to try and take it out in 2. And he's going to have a look at 101 here.
16.
And if the first dart sails into a treble,
101.
he still only get 1 dart at a double. I'm baffled by that decision.
Well, it doesn't. But he is getting that 1 dart at a double. And that's all he needs.
In which case, Dave Chisnall has masterminded a break of throw there. These finals and got within a leg of Gerwyn Price. And now he's made a big stage final on the Euro Tour against Gerwyn Price and had darts to win it. He's moving in the right direction, but he split his score with match darts. Can you believe it?
Yeah, and also just something that I noticed in those last couple of finals, actually, watching him, he seems to, at the key time, or has at the key time in those 2 games, found something that's distracted him right at the wrong time and just started to be a little bit more animated. Might talk more about him tonight.
Might talk more about him a lot this weekend because things are happening for Vandenbogaerde. And the 14-darter has just happened for Dave Chisnall to re-establish the 3-leg cushion.
42.
I feel like it was...
Maybe it's on stage then.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh, it's one of those things that's going to annoy me.
Yeah. I think of 9 darters to win the match. Chris Dobie's done it on the floor. His sole 9-darter. Look at this for Chiz. Look at this. Ooh, couldn't get another 51, and you can see from the reaction he really fancied him. But Gilding is looking at a ton-plus checkout here. And if it doesn't go,
107.
it might well be game over, because 5-1 with another break today for Chisnall. Gilding's not coming back from that short. But he does get the treble 17 to leave double 18. And Andrew Gilding squeaks that one in the corner, just peering in there to see if it's in. It is Goldfinger.
Second leg, Dave to throw first. Game on.
Or indeed, if it goes in the treble 20, which it didn't, but he looked to leave tops. Not the best darts for him, but he's sort of forced to stay there, isn't he?
Not where he's going.
Well, if he carries on moving that way, Gilding can start his next visit at the same time.
58.
Okay, well, decides to move away from the 20s. I don't mind that as a shot in this particular instance. I don't like that one, Andrew. And it means that by missing the big number, he doesn't get a dart to save himself, and he's relying on Chizzy missing. By leaving the 82, he can start on the bull. He should at least guarantee one dart at the outer ring, but he could get a couple at double 16 for a 6-2 victory and yet another win over the Goldfinger.
So tops it is. Gilding could not miss it yesterday, but it's his undoing today as Dave Chisnall takes it out to complete a very convincing, dominant display to see off the UK Open champion Andrew Gilding. Just
152.
We've seen this already today from Damon Heta at 152. We're not going to see it from Hempel.
60. Joshua require 40.
so double top to maintain the trend in this match. All four legs won and throw so far. Does that carry on? Does that carry on? What I said, he'd been a little bit shaky on the doubles, and that has continued. Remember, Hempel hasn't missed.
Is he about to go double-double? He is! And he takes an opportunity and breaks throw, leads for the first time. And Josh Rock woes on the doubles. He's missed 9 on the outer ring, and that's the first time he's been made to pay on his own throw. He's 4 from 5.
45.
And he's got his chance, he's took it. There's a double-double shot in there as well on a 92 combination. That's the decisive leg. That's the only break in the contest so far.
Well, just an interesting little tidbit that out of those 4 previous attempts to make it through this round and into the final day for Florian Hempel, only one of those has been in Germany.
32.
Hoping for a helping hand from his supporters here. He's getting plenty of helping hands from Josh Rock missing doubles, and that's going to be a difficult one to get past. Great dart, superb dart.
All those darts missed at doubles, Chris. You made a good point there. That was a tricky one.
Well, he's going to get himself down to a double first, but Josh Rock has not been convincing in that department.
91. Joshua require 81.
That just asks a little bit of a question, plants a little bit of a seed of doubt in his mind. He does earn himself 2.
Yes, on the 8 leg, Joshua.
Does get level, and he is starting to pin those doubles now, Josh, which will be ominous for Florian Hempel.
4 out of 6 on the doubles, very, very impressive, but he should have had better than that, and the way he missed was horrific. Now, he could be crafty and clever here.
92.
Didn't have to hunt down that treble 20 and go for the bull because Hempel's not on a finish.
But he did hunt it down with the last dart, and Hempel has unravelled here. He could have been throwing for the match, and these will probably be his last darts in the match. Josh Rock has weathered a bit of a storm, but this for a place in the last 16.
Game shot.
And he got there in the end. Josh Rock defeats Florian Hempel, but that only tells half of the story. Hempel was flying on the outer ring in the first 6 legs of the game, leading it 4-2, but then a capitulation, missing an...
26. Nathan
Poor visit for Mario.
31.
Nathan will be pretty disappointed at the leg Mario won. He allowed him 7 visits in that leg.
He's going to leave himself tops here.
91.
Nice comfortable leg for Nathan Aspinall, and if Mario offers up any more of these over the course of the game, it's going to be incredibly difficult to turn it around, because he's going to have to be pretty much flawless for the rest of the match, and he's also going to have to hope that Nathan doesn't produce some brilliance. And generally, he has been having brilliant legs pretty regularly, all the way through this year, all the way through last year. That's another 13 darter for the Asp.
Good leg is Mario to throw first.
Vandenbogaerde's last visit in that leg was a 140, was worth very little to him. To kick in with something similar here. He said his terms, they're great, just having to graft in a game. Josh Rock showed he could do it there. Winning were not your best, and Rock did that. He faces Rob Cross tomorrow.
He doesn't need to go for this.
132.
The Belgian bullseye nonsense leaves himself an awkward double. And Aspinall is going to be breathing down his neck, isn't he?
He's got a dilemma now, Mario, hasn't he? Needed to break throw here, just tee it up. I know there's always that temptation.
Mario requires 38.
Yeah, he's instantly decided he's not going straight at it. Wise decision, double 16. Double 8. Just next door.
22.
He can't get it. He has hit double 8 in the match already, not on this occasion. 5-1 incoming for Aspinall if he gets rid of this 76.
Double 8. And Nathan Aspinall does make it 5-1, and it looks like game over. And immediately you go back to Mario Vandenbogaerde going for a bullseye, showing off, when what he's done is mean that he's 3 darts at a double for a leg. One of them was at a bullseye when he could have had 3 at a double of his choice. Mario, you'd think he'd start in the 19s here, and does. To good effect as well. Very nicely done.
Aspinall needs, may look at treble 18 here. Can't get it. So for the first time really in the match that there's a bit of breathing space in the leg for Vandenbogaerde.
Choke 19 and bull when you don't need it. Oh, he would have gone for it as well, wouldn't he?
I think he would have. We'll tie this up.
83.
Loose darts from Mario. May only get 1 at the ball.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what Nathan said there, but I reckon you can probably take a guess at the gist.
98. Mario require 84.
And we've had Whistler. I'm not sure what that noise was. And there we go. Vandenbogaerde's got his second leg of the match. And does.
On the 7th leg, Mario Vandenbogaerde.
Best.
Well, this, to wrap it up,
74.
1 match start missed, but there will be plenty more for Nathan Aspinall, who has been pretty much in total control of this game.
Yeah, Mario Vandenbogaerde. Well, he could finish on a high here. He's had a max already in the match. Make that 2, and if he's going out, he's bowing out his style. But Aspinall's had a match start already, and here's some more.
How many more does he need? Just the one, a 13-darter, seals it for the Asp, a 6-2 win, and Nathan Aspinall is through to the final day here at the International Darts Open. A 96.5 average, 60% on the doubles. He is looking sharp, and either he's had the stage collapse on his head. Nathan Aspinall wins it 6-2, has a bit of the stage land on his head, and just to show that it's really high quality material, it's bounced off like a flimsy bit of paper. It does not matter, nothing's going to dent that man's mood. Let's hear from him, and we'll see you tonight for the evening session of the International Darts Open. One that features the defending champion Gerwyn Price, and of course mighty Michael Van Gerwen, who's looking to win this title for the first time in his career. But we'll just get Nathan's thoughts if he's managed to clear his head and stop the ringing in his ears. See you in a couple of hours' time.